Okay, for number 1, it is a distance, rate, time problem. So we will use the table that has 2 rows and 3 columns. So the first column is distance equals rate times time. And some people will do rate times time equals distance. That's fine, whatever order you want to do. So now we have a swimmer who's swimming. So they're going with the current and they're going against the current. So now we fill in all the information that's given. So it says a swimmer can swim 4 kilometers. So the distance is 4. And I'm going to write kilometers just so I don't forget the units. With the current in 24 minutes, right? In 24 minutes. So this, you have a choice, right? You can leave it in minutes or you can convert to hours. So if you don't know how to convert to hours, you could say, you have 24 minutes, right? You could come off to the side, 24 minutes. And now we need to multiply by hours over minutes, right? So the minutes will cancel. So there are 60 minutes in 1 hour, right? So now when we multiply, the minutes cancel and we're left with hours. So 24 over 60, right? That reduces. 12 goes into both. So 2 and 5. So we have 2/5 of an hour, right? And you could have left it in minutes, but it's odd to give speeds or rates in something per minute. But you could have left it as 24 minutes. Okay, and now the next one, the same distance. So the same distance, 4 kilometers, would take 40 minutes against the current. So again, same thing, 40 minutes, right, times hour over 60 minutes is 40 over 60, which is 4/6, which is 2/3, right? So we have 2/3 of an hour. And now the middle column, we have a swimmer and the current. So we have S and the current, and we have S for swimmers and current. And the S represents the speed the swimmer can swim in still water, right? And the current is the speed that the current is. Now, when you're going with the current is going to increase your speed. And when you go against the current, it's going to slow your speed down. So you have S minus C. And now the two equations you just read right across. So you have 4 equals, I'm just going to change the order. I'm going to put the 2/5 first because it looks more mathematical, times S plus C. And then we have 4 equals 2/3, right? S minus C. And there's our system. Now we can simplify these equations, right? I'm going to multiply the top, both sides of it, by 5/2. I want to get rid of that fraction before I distribute it in. So if I do that, 5/2 times 4 is 20/2, which is 10, right? Equals, and the 2/5 and the 5/2 cancel out, so I'm left with S plus C. And now the bottom one I'm going to multiply by 3/2, the reciprocal. So 3/2 times 4 is 12/2, which is 6, equals, and then the 3/2 and the 2/3 cancel out, S minus C. Now I'm left with a nice equation to use elimination. So I'll add both, and I'll get 16 equals 2S. Divide by 2, 8 equals S, where S equals 8. And then we have 10 equals 8 plus C, subtract 8, we get 2 equals C, so C equals 2. So now it said find the rate of the current and the speed of the swimmer in still water. So swimmers speed in still water is 8, right down here, 8 kilometers per hour. and the speed of the current is 2 kilometers per hour. And this is what gets boxed as your answer.